Good day everyone, my name is Aainaa Ellysa. Today we will present our analysis and strategic recommendation for PrimeGuard Industrial Solutions in Neighborhood, a manufacturer of advanced safety helmets. As business consultant, our objective is to analyze the company's financial performance using cost volume profit analysis and help the company achieve its 2025 target of 28% net income to sales ratio. We will begin by reviewing the current financial performance, then evaluate 5 strategic scenarios and finally propose actionable solutions to improve profitability and competitiveness. In 2024, PrimeGuard sold 75,000 units of Guardian Shield helmets at RM25 each, generating total revenue of RM1.875 million. The total variable costs were RM1.16162 million, consisting of 937 and 500,000 in production cost and 225,000 in sales commission. After conducting the variable cost from sales, the company earned a contribution margin of 712 and 500,000. Next, we subtract the total fixed cost, which amount to 405,000. This include fixed manufacturing overhead, digital marketing, website maintenance, administrative salaries and utilities. After all costs, PrimeGuard achieved a net operating income of 307 and 500,000 ringgit, which equals a 60.5% net income to sales ratio. Additionally, based on this structure, the company's break-even point was 42.632 units. This means PrimeGuard need to sell at least 42,632 helmets to cover both its fixed and variable costs. This CVP based income statement gives management a clearer picture of cost behavior and how each unit sold contribute to a profit.
As the business consultant have analyzed the new financial data using the cost volume profit analysis, we have calculated the selling price per unit. Our total sales revenue was RM1,875,000 with 75,000 units sold. So the selling price per unit is RM25. Second, we look at the total variable cost. This includes variable production costs of RM937,500 and sales commission of RM225,000. Altogether, the total variable cost is RM1,162,500. Third, we found the variable cost per unit. We divided the total variable cost by unit sold and got RM15.50 per helmet. Fourth, we calculated the variable cost to sales ratio by dividing the production cost by total revenue. The ratio is 50%. This means half of our revenue goes to making these products. Fifth, the total fixed cost was RM405,000. This includes fixed manufacturing, digital marketing, admin salaries, rental and insurance. Sixth, we found the contribution margin per unit, which is the selling price minus variable cost. So, RM25 minus RM15.50 gives you contribution margin of RM9.50 per unit. Seventh, the contribution margin ratio is 38%. This shows how much of each ringgit sold actually contribute to covering fixed costs and generating profit. 8. We calculated the break-even point in units. We divided total fixed cost by contribution margin per unit and got 42,632 units. That's the break-even sales amount in ringgit is approximately RM1,065,800 ringgit. And lastly, the net income to sales ratio is 16.4%, which means for every ringgit you earn, for every ringgit we earned, the company earned, about 16 cents becomes the net income. This concludes the analysis for question 2. Fifth, the total fixed cost was RM405,000. This includes fixed manufacturing, digital marketing, admin salaries, rental and insurance. Sixth, we found the contribution margin per unit, which is the selling price minus variable cost. So,
next, I will go to my part, which is about scenario 1. So, to start, we use the financial data from 2024. The company earned 1,875,000 in total revenue from selling 7,500 units. By dividing the revenue by number of units, we found the selling price per unit, which is RM25. Next, we calculate the update variable cost in 2024. The variable production cost was 937,500. Dividing by 7,500 give RM12.15. After applying the 4% raw material increase, the new variable cost per unit is RM13. Then we add the 12% sales commission. Since 12% of RM25 is RM3, the total variable cost per unit become RM30 plus RM3, which equal RM60. The fixed cost remain the same as 2024, which is RM450000. Now we apply the CVP formula. We let X be the number of units. Net income equals to 28% of total revenue equals to 0.28 multiplied by 25 times equals to 7 times. Contribution per unit equals to RM25 minus RM60 equals to RM9. So 7 times equals to 9 times minus 450000. Solving the equation, we get X equals to 225000 units. Finally, to calculate the required revenue, we multiply 225000 units by RM25, which equals RM525000. This means Prime Guide must sell 22500 units and earn RM5.625 million in revenue to meet the 28% net income for target 2025. Thank you.
Next scenario 2, which is price adjustment strategy. To reach a 28% profit margin without increasing sales volume, Prime Guides would need to raise its selling price from RM25 to RM90 per unit, which is a 260% increase. While this might work on paper, it poses serious risks in the real market. Industrial buyers are highly price sensitive, and such a drastic increase could lead to a customer's backlash, contract cancellation, and a loss of trust. Competitors may take advantage by offering lower price and attracting Prime Guides customers, especially since switching costs are low in this industry. Even if some customers accept the higher price, overall sales volume is likely to drop, which will cancel out the intended profit gains. Given that RM25 is already above the market average, raising to price to RM90 is unrealistic. And company damage could damage the company's reputation. Instead to relying on price hikes, Prime Guide should focus on more practical strategies like improving efficiency, expanding sales, or adding product value.
Alright, Assalamualaikum, and now let's look at scenario 3, which is in this plan, Prime Guide wants to improve its sales and reduce its costs, and the selling price is set at RM28 per unit, and the sales commission increases from 12% to 16%. The company also expects sales to double from 75,000 to 150,000 per unit, and at the same time, its cost will be reduced by 30%. Alright, for step 1, we have to calculate sales revenue. Alright, selling price per unit is RM28, so we have to calculate 150 units multiply RM28, and we got 4,002,000. So total sales revenue is RM4.2 million. Next, the step 2 is for variable cost. The original variable cost per unit was RM12.50, but in 2025, raw materials increased by 4%. So RM12.50 multiply RM1.4, so we got RM30 per unit, and then RM30 multiply 150 units, so we got 1,950,000. So the sales commission is 16% of sales. So the commission, which is the 16%, multiply 4,002,000, and we got 672,000. So total variable cost, we have to add between 1,950,000 plus 672, so we got 2,006,022. Next is step 3, which is the contribution margin. So we have to calculate the sales and variable cost, which is 4,002,000 for the sales and 2,622,000 for variable cost, and we got 1,578,000. Next, for net operating income, which is the step 4, the original fixed cost is 4,050,000 and got the reduction 30%. So the 4,050,000 multiply 70 cent, and we got 283,500. So the contribution margin minus the fixed cost, and we got 1,294,500 for the net operating income. Alright, next we go to step 5, which is how to get the net income to sales ratio. So we have to calculate 1,002,094.5 ringgit, divide 4,002,000, and we got 30%, 30.82%. So this means the company reached their goals of 38% and even goes higher. So in conclusion, this strategy is effective. With a higher price, better marketing and lower fixed costs, the company can double its sales and achieve a net income ratio of over 30%. This makes scenario 3 a strong and profitable plan.
In scenario 4, the company plans to upgrade its garden shield helmets by adding improved commission modules. This includes adjustment, which is increase the cost of goods sold to 57% of total sales revenue, including a 4% raw material price hike, and raise digital marketing expenses by 30%. Also increase sales volume by 150%. The objective of this scenario is to determine whether this plan allows the company to meet its 2025 net income sales target of 28%. In the previous year, the company sold 75,000 units. An increase of 150% means the company is now expected to sell 187,500 units. For the sales revenue, the selling price remains unchanged at 25 ringgit per unit. So the total sales revenue becomes 4,687,500 ringgit. And for the sales commissions, it remains at 12% of sales. So the total variable cost equals to 3,234,375 ringgit. For the fixed cost, increase in digital marketing expenses by 30%. We will get 68,250 ringgit. The remaining fixed costs stay the same. So the total fixed cost equals to 420,750 ringgit. This shows how much is left after covering variable cost to pay fixed costs and earn profit, because we get the contribution margin by 1,453,125 ringgit. The net income, we get 1,032,375 ringgit, and this shows the company's actual profit after new adjustment. And for the net income to sales ratio, we get 22.02%. 22.02%. This helps us to compare the funding ratio to the company's target of 28%. Hence, after we calculated all of this, it shows that it does not meet targeted ratio. Even if the sales goes higher, the increased COGS and marketing expense will cut into the profit too much. And this plan will not help the company to meet or exceed 2025 target. So we, as the business consultant, we recommend for this scenario that the company adjusts the strategy further by reducing variable cost or modestly increasing the selling price in order to hit the 28% goal.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Najma. I will be presenting scenario 5, which focuses on sales force restructuring. Prime Guard is considering two alternatives to strengthen its sales performance. Option 1 involves increasing the external sales agent commission from 12% to 80%, expecting a 50 sale increase. Option 2 propose switching to an in-house team of 8 full-time staff with more salaries and a reduced 4% commission. This approach expects a 70% sale boost. The goal is to analyze which option better support Prime Guard 2035 financial target that achieving a 28 net income to sale ratio. Now we compare the financial result. Option 1 bringing revenue of RM 2.80 million but higher commission cost lower the net profit to 438,750 ringgit with a 50.6% net income ratio. In contrast, option 2 generate more revenue, RM 3.90 million. We control commission costs and predictable salaries. Even though fixed costs are higher, the net profit is much better at 834,300 ringgit with a 26.2% net income to sales ratio. This brings the company much closer to its 28% profit target for our 2025. After analyzing both strategies, we recommend the in-house sales team option. It results in higher profitability, lower commission dependence, and offer more control over the sales process. Is it also more scalable solution for future growth? The financial result clearly show it get the company significantly closer to its 2025 targets. This strategy is just about the short-term number. It's about building a stronger internal team that can support sustainable.
Doing this cost volume profit project really helped me understand how pricing, cost and sales volume affect business profit. The hardest part was trying to get the calculations right while thinking about real business challenges like production limits and competition. I actually enjoy doing this assignment, especially the brainstorming session with my team where we share ideas and work through each scenarios and recommendations.
After completing this assignment on garden shield helmets with CP analysis, I learned how adjustments in a company's financial decisions can affect future business profit. It helped me to understand how even small decisions are important for a company. The most challenging part was calculating the contribution margin and how to include new variable changes. But once I learned the formulas, it became easier and exciting to see how it contributes to the company. My group worked so well. We divided tasks and shared ideas and helped each other. We used Google Meets and communicated clearly. Now I'll use this knowledge mindfully because I see how even one number can affect a business future.
In this assignment has helped me learn and understand how cost volume profits analysis aid in decision making. I will show the different financial outcome created from each scenario. This highlight the importance of business meticulously analyzing pricing, production, marketing, and operational efficiency to remain competitive and achieve its vision, missions, and goals, such as profitability for the company. Furthermore, this assignment helped me learn how business use financial data to plan strategies such as calculated break-even points, contribution margins, and income to sales ratio. Through scenario 5, which involved restructuring the sales team by comparing agent commission with hiring internal sales staff, I learned how small change in cost structure can lead to significant difference in net profit. Additionally, our group worked collaboratively by dividing tasks and supporting each other to complete this assignment.
From analyzing scenario 1 using CVP analysis, I learned how important it is to understand the relationship between cost, volume, and profit in setting business target. This task helped me apply CVP logic to find the required sales volume to meet a specific net income to sales ratio. The most challenging part was forming the correct equation to reflect the 28% target while adjusting for the 4% cost increase, but solving it left rewarding. My group collaborate by dividing tasks equally and reviewing each other's work to avoid calculation error. We communicate actively through group chats and share document, which help us stay organized and meet deadline. I believe this experience is valuable in the real business world, especially in financial planning. The ability to calculate break-even point and focus realistic target is something I now see as a crucial skill for future business decision making. Thank you. That's all from me.
Alright, for reflection from this project, I learned how cost volume profit or CVP analysis help a business understand the connection between sales, cost, and profit. And it showed me that even a small changes in price, cost, or the number of products sold can make a big difference to a company's income. So the most challenging part for me was scenario 3, which is we had to change many things at once, like the selling price, sales commission, and fix the cost. That for me it was hard but also interesting. And our group worked well together. We divided the tasks together and discussed every part and helped each other whenever someone didn't understand. And this project also helped me to see how accounting works in real life, and I believe that I can use what I learned to help a real businesses plan better and make smarter financial decisions in the future. And that's all from me. Thank you.